Good evening to everyone. Myself, I am Surya Narayana, working as an assistant professor in PBR BITS Kavali. Today, in this class, I am going to discuss about arc welding. First of all, coming to introduction, what is electric arc welding? We already know that welding is a process of joining two similar or dissimilar metals by using pressure or heat. Coming to electric arc welding, the welding in which the electric arc is produced to give heat for the purpose of joining two surfaces is called electric arc welding. And this is one type of non-pressure welding. We already discussed about the classifications of welding process. One is pressure welding and second one is non-pressure welding. It is the second classification. Coming to principle of arc welding. Power supply is given to electrode and the work. A suitable gap is kept between the work and the electrode. That means a sufficient gap is maintained in between work to the electrode. And next, a high current is passed through the circuit and then an arc is produced around the area to be welded. Which area is selected to be welded? At that point of contact, one arc is produced around that area. Next, the temperature, producing temperature is around 3000 degrees centigrade to 4000 degrees centigrade. At that point, the electrical energy is converted into heat energy. This heat melts the edges to be welded and molten pool is formed. And solidification on the welding joint is obtained. Next, in this figure I am showing that a block diagram of arc welding. Main supply is given to the electrode holder. In this figure I am showing that from left side onwards, power supply is given directly to the electrode holder and then it passes through the electrode holder to electrode and then reaches to the workpiece. In this, the workpiece acts as anode and the tool, that means the electrode holder and electrode is the tool, it acts as a cathode. The difference makes an arc. Potential difference makes an arc, that is the work. Arc welding, electrical arc welding. Next, this one is the typical figure of arc welding during process. In this I am showing that during the process, flux, metal, molten pool. Molten, that means the temperatures around 3000 degrees centigrade to 4000 degrees centigrade. At the temperatures, the particular area is melted, that is the molten and solidified slag. Slag means some particles. Weld, workpiece and gaseous. During this process, some gases are released from that area and combined with atmosphere. Next, coming to electric power for welding. AC or DC, alternate current or direct current can be used for arc welding. For most purposes, DC current, that means direct current is preferred. In DC welding, a DC generator or a solid state rectifier is used. DC machines are made up to the capacity range of 600 RPMs. 600 amperes. Next, the voltage in open circuit is kept around 45 to 95 volts and in closed circuit it is kept 17 to 25 volts. DC current can be given in two ways, that means in straight polarity and second one reverse polarity. I am discussing about straight polarity. Straight polarity, that means in that the welding workpiece is made anode and the electrode, that means anode acts as a workpiece, anode, and tool, that is cathode. The electrons flow from cathode to anode, thus heat is produced at the materials to be welded. That is straight polarity. This is the figure for straight polarity welding. In this I am showing that cathode negative and work is the anode positive. The supply given from DC power supply, direct current. Next, coming to reverse polarity. In reverse polarity system, the work is made cathode, that means anode. The workpiece is cathode and tool, that is anode. This welding is done specially for only thin sections. This one is the figure for reverse polarity welding. And next, effect of arc length. Arc length is the distance from the tip of the electrode to the bottom of the arc. Arc length, that is measured from tip of the electrode to the bottom of the arc. It should be vary from 3 to 4 mm. In short arc length, the time of contact will be shorter and will make a wide and shallow bed. The penetration is low as compared to long arc lengths, around 3 to 4 mm. Next, the equipments used for arc welding: DC welding equipment, AC equipment, accessories, operator's tool, etc. First one, I am discussing about DC welding equipment. And next, DC welding equipment: AC motor generator set, diesel engine generator set, transformer rectifier welding set. And next, AC equipment: welding transformer set. Next, equipment accessories: LEDs, holder, connectors, ground clamps, etc. Next, coming to operator's tool: chipping hammers, wire brush, arc shield, closed shoe. These are the safety purpose. We are using that. Chipping hammer used to remove the unwanted chips. Wire brush used to remove the chips, and arc shield to protect eyes. Closed shoe to protect legs or foots. Next, AC motor generator. We already saw that this type of generators driven by suitable AC motors. The average voltage of the generator is 25 voltage. The current ranges from 25 to 100 amperes. The voltage in the generator is variable and the voltage can be set to desired value with the help of rheostats. Next, coming to diesel engine. That one is the type of DC sets. In this set, the drive is given by a diesel engine. Rest of the system is same in case of AC motor generator, and the diesel engine generator sets are used in the areas when electricity is not available. That means in case of electricity is available, we are using AC type of generators. But if there is not availability of AC supplies, then we are using and preferring DC motors. Next, transformer rectifier set. It allows the current to flow through it only one direction because it has only one way wall or solid rectifier installed on the electrode side of the secondary coil. The set can supply straight polarity and reverse polarity power supply. That means in anode cathode or cathode anode supplies, the rectifier are of two types: silicon diode, selenium plate. Next, transformer rectifier set having two flats, that means two rectifiers having primary secondary coils. In this figure I am showing that current flow two core system and rectifier electrode holder. This one is transformer type, and cables are LEDs. These LEDs are made up of copper or aluminum wire. The wires are insulated with rubber or cloth fiber in order to avoid the shocks. A heavy insulation is necessary for these cables. Why? That means protect the children or human beings from shocks. When arc is produced around the job, infrared rays and ultraviolet rays are produced. These are very dangerous to human eyes. To protect the face and eyes from these dangerous, a shield, protecting shield is very much necessary for this arc welding. Other accessories, those are face shield, chipping hammers, wire brush. Next, types of electrodes we are using in this. Electrodes are two types: coated electrodes, bare electrodes, etc. First of all, I am discussing about coated electrodes. Coating, that means coating on a particular surface. The coating electrodes are generally applied in arc welding process. A metallic core which is coated with some suitable materials. The material used for core is mild steel, nickel steel, chromium molybdenum steel, etc. One end of the coating core is kept bare for holding. One side is leaved for holding the electrode, and all the remaining part will be coated. Next, second one, bare electrodes. Bare electrodes produce the welding of poor quality compared to first one, bare quality. Coated electrodes, it having poor quality of welding. These are very cheaper than coated electrodes. These are generally used in modern welding process like metal inert gas welding. Principle of arc welding. In this figure, I am showing that bare electrode. I am showing that arc here between work and tools. Coated electrode and core wire. In second figure, I am showing that coated electrode. Coated electrode materials are mild steel, molybdenum steel, etc. and core wire. That means we are coating on a core wire the materials for particular electrodes, weld pool. Next, electrode size will be commonly made in lengths 250 mm, 300, 350, 400, 450, and the diameters are 1.6 mm, 2 mm, 2.5 mm, 3.2 mm, 4 mm, 7 mm, 8 mm and 9 mm respectively. Functions of coatings. Coating on an electrode service the following functions. Those are to prevent oxidation. Oxidation, that means prevent corrosion. In order to avoid corrosion, and forms slags with metal impurities. It stabilizes the arc and increases the deposition of molten metal on a particular workpiece. Stabilizing, that means not in zigzag way, that means only forming one layer. Controls the depth of penetration and controls the cooling rate. Thank you students. Thanks for watching.